How do we take an individual from a journey from A to B, where they're moving more, they're living longer? We're basically engaging children and families in physical activity in different settings.
We're working within 8 neighbourhoods to deliver Jump, and central to the neighbourhood approach is the development of local action plans.
The local action plans come from the Jump action groups.
Within each neighbourhood, a community engagement manager brings together a group of stakeholders that represent the neighbourhood or the assets within that neighbourhood. School stakeholders, local community groups, Islamic religious setting stakeholders.
Today was a JAG meeting. All the partners get together to share experiences and see how far we got, a bit of catch up and everything in regards to what we've done over the period of 2-3 months.
We have to look at assets that are already based in them communities. Some are institutions that have been there for 50 or 100 years. So rather than recreating the wheel, we use what's already out there in the community. And we've developed these smaller kind of hyper-local neighbourhoods.
And they'll go through a series of 3 workshops in order to co-design the local action plan for that neighbourhood.
Within them workshops, we work out what the barriers are to physical activity for local communities and families.
So we want them to think really kind of blue sky thinking as to what would they like on this action plan, but then get them to think really critically about those things.
After the 3 sessions, we will have a skeleton plan. Within the plan, we usually have 10 to 15 objectives, and them objectives are pretty much an individual project.
One of the ideas that the Swindy Woods group came up with was using community centres to provide physical activity opportunities, and that's one of the ideas that had quite a lot of votes. So the research team were tasked with going away and looking at the evidence about that idea. We conduct something called a rapid review for each of the ideas that had quite a lot of votes and that they wanted to take forward. And the purpose of that rapid review is to look at what's out there about what's worked and what's not worked, so that we can bring that evidence from research and evidence from practice back to the group. So that information the group can then use to consider, do we want to take this idea forward or not? And if we do we want to refine the idea based on what we know about how it's worked before? The Jump action groups are able to apply to some community funds that are available through Jump. One of those funds is a neighbourhood action plan fund. So the idea is that stakeholders within the neighbourhood can put in applications to that fund to receive money and resource to deliver items from the action plan.
We provide some of the resource and the support, and they go out and they deliver themselves.
So now at Windhill Community Centre, there's a range of activities happening, things like ping pong and archery.
We've maybe been the catalyst for some of that collaboration that's taken place within Bradford.
So we're entering a new era of active communities and neighbourhoods in Bradford, where local people and organisations are working together to improve the lives of children and families through physical activity.